Warning, the following image contains flashing imagery. Have I got to say that? Welcome back to the Polo Dolden Details channel, and a very warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome. Right, this week we are kind of celebrating the 3rd anniversary of Alien Magic, although this was a little while ago because I had this sat on the shelf for a considerable amount of months. Rob from Alien Magic decided to produce a sort of gift pack, if you like. This is the Boss Anniversary Signature Edition, a sprayable SiO2 kind of hybrid wax. It's basically the basis of argon, only this has got kind of like a supercharger under the bonnet, coupled with that, the show wax. So without further ado, did this work? Was it Boss? Let's find out. So here we go then, possibly the cleanest car I've ever cleaned. Well, it's more of a luxurious rinse. Pre-rinse down anything underneath those arches, anything tucked underneath, and the wheels, the tyres, they've still got to be cleaned. Up close, there is some grime on there. It's just not a lot on there. So APC on the tyres and the arches. Go brush, the one that looks like a bog brush under the arches, and a Tough Shine tyre scrubbing brush on the tyres. Completed with the Easy Z or EZ wheel brushes. You can of course use some nice hog's hair brushes like this one. That's actually Alien Magic's hog's hair brush. Don't leave them in a bucket in your garage, they go a funny colour and they swell up and the plastic breaks. It happens to all detailing brushes if you leave them in water. Of course I don't do that, obviously. And then a rinse down and continue that on the rest of the wheels. Nice little close up of the 18-inch rims there. Major fail coming up with the broken bottle of Surge. This is Alien Magic's snow foam, which I managed to break. It's pretty thick, this stuff, I've got to say. Inch of snow foam in the 1 litre Lance. Would have been better on a less warm day, but then we only get 2 weeks of summer in this country, so you've got to make the best of it. There are some cheeky new snow foams coming out from Alien Magic. Keep your eye on the website. So on a day like today, I wouldn't give this any longer than 5 minutes. 10 at a push. There she is, dwelling. Looks quite good with white walls. So there's a rinse down. Why do I start at the bottom and work my way up? It's just how I do it, is so I don't miss anything. So once this was rinsed down, got the buckets prepared. And we used Alien Magic's Bling. This is the non-wax infused shampoo. There is a waxy one called Wave. I have reviewed this before. It is incredibly sudsy. It's one of the best shampoos out there. There's a short list building up of brilliant shampoos. Amazing amount of lube in here. So while I took a break, I got Rob to do some rinsing down. It's quite nice watching people work. I could do it all day. I think it's time for a coffee and another sandwich while Rob rinses down the remainder of the foam off the car from the shampoo. So a very quick drying session, starting with the glass, as always. And then the air, warm air sidekick, shall I say, or blaster sidekick, to get in all those nooks and crannies that the GTI has. Especially useful on the honeycomb grille area and round those headlights. Quick glass cleaning session with Diamond from Alien, tackling our notoriously terrible water. And now it's on to Guard. This is the protective spray you use on your wheels. It also adds a really nice gloss and obviously some nice beading shots, which I refuse to do at the moment. I'm not going to put water back on this car after I've dried it and cleaned it all up. That sort of inhibits the brake dust. And your favourite tyre dressing. And already starting to look a damn sight better. Now it's on with Boss. This is it, the signature edition. You can mist, I should say, the panel and the cloth. I've already done that door, and Rob is playing catch up. So it's not exactly a dwell time for this. Just work it in and then buff off the remainder with a separate cloth, and try not to stick any fluff in any of the gaps. It's already enriching the gloss. Yes, it's a new car, I know that. So this car actually has a black roof. Nice little touch there by VW. Seem to bring that up very nicely. And of course, once you've done this, you've been around the entire car and stood back and took a shot for Insta, it's out with a show wax. Now I actually applied this with applicator pads. These are the super cheap ones from Wilko, believe it or not. They're a little bit fluffy. Pat them first before you use them. And then just do a panel at a time. Talking about 10 minutes, I suppose, for cure time, depending on weather conditions. It's just a case of revealing a rather rich, deep gloss. And that is it, ladies and gents. That's all the buffing. Oh, apart from that bit. Come on, pull your finger out. Done! So several bacon sandwiches later and some black coffee and a lot of sweat, we finished the Polo. So how did these products actually perform? Are they worth the $29.99 price tag? Well, compared with the Argon, I think it's got a bit more of a gloss. It seems to be a lot richer, and that's this just on its own without this. It just seems to be a bit easier, less fussy, shall we say, to apply to the car. Obviously the car has got extremely nice paint. It's a new car. That kind of gives me a leg up to start with, so I've got to be a bit critical of that anyway. It's a very nice package. Obviously it looks really good on your shelf, but that's not really important. It's very, very easy to use. I can't stress this how easy it is. I mean, if there's two of you, it's even better. I mean, just leave it on for seconds, to be honest with you, and then just have your mate follow up behind you and buff it off, or just do a couple of panels and do it yourself. Have a couple of microfibers. It's very, very simple. There was no fluff left on the panels, there's no streaks, and it does provide a very, very nice gloss. That's the spray version. When it comes to the show wax, now show waxes are renowned for not lasting that long. They tend to give a very, very rich, deep gloss. They normally last weeks rather than months. But if you actually twin this together, Rob is saying up to about 3 months longevity, which is fairly good for a nice glossy wax. It's not so much a sealant, this, you know, it's not something you'd probably do in the winter, but for say a weekend car show, or just to give you that extra bit of sparkle with that bit of shine, they work very, very well. Does it warrant the £29 price tag? I guess if you want to treat yourself every now and again, then yes, it does. Could I use that all the time? Probably not, if I was doing, say, like a lot of valeting and stuff like that, but then it's not really aimed at that. To me, it's more aimed at the weekend warriors, the sort of sports car drivers, and you know, the people that just want to treat their car to some nice stuff and maybe use it every now and again. Very, very easy to use. I suspect the beading is very, very good. I did have a phone call from Rob the next day to say the car looked fantastic, and he sent me some shots over, which I put up on my Insta page, and it did look very, very nice. It's got like an extra added richness to the gloss using the show wax. So all in all, very, very good. So thanks, Rob, for sending that down. Right. What was all that about in the beginning of the video, Paul? What on earth are you doing, putting silly effects on your videos? Right, this is a bit of a shout out to a guy called Ray Christopher. Now, since I've been in YouTube, I've obviously watched a lot of tech reviews. I'm not a tech head, but I like to learn about the latest tech and learn how to use a camera fairly efficiently. And I got hold of this channel, Ray Christopher, this guy, honestly, please subscribe to this guy. I'm not just saying that because of what he sent me, but he has got a voice that will melt butter. He's so charismatic, you will love him. As soon as you hit that button and watch one of his videos, you'll see what I mean. Not only does he do tech reviews, he's blimming good on a skateboard. Anyway, he sent down this. This is a Moen L1. You can control this from your phone. It's Bluetooth. It is a, believe it or not, it's actually meant to go underwater. It's an LED light. It's got a strobe effect. You've got these different filters which you can shove in the top, as you saw, and it's very, very handy to take pictures of products or do video work. I'm actually going to use this on some interior work because obviously getting cameras into awkward places and action cameras in footwells is very, very difficult. So I also use this to great effect. So thank you so much, Ray, for sending this down. I'll put a link to his Insta underneath this, but please subscribe to his channel. It's well worth a watch. So huge thanks to Alien Magic for sending down the products. Once again, I've got numerous reviews coming up for Alien. There's loads more stuff coming down, including a very, very funky new snow foam. Also, loads of stuff still to review. Be patient, keep subscribing, keep putting your thumbs up, whack your comments in. See you on the next one.